Critique. We're taking a look at a different Kickstarter crowdfunding project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how the project is being ran. And today, I'm actually pretty excited to be checking out how Heroes of Might and Magic, the card game, is going to go, because it had 31,000 people pre-launch. And another game that also launched on GameFound today, Berserk, had 31,000 people pre-launch. So anytime I'm looking at two projects launching on the same day, have the same number of pre-launchers, roughly, especially at a large number like that, it's interesting to see how things shake out. Now, going to the front page GameFound, whoa, I think it's fascinating that neither of the games I saw were actually featured. Oh, now it is. It was not just a few minutes ago, but there it is. So it's raised $358,000. Goal reached in 5 minutes. Look at the main image. We got cards. I see cards. I see the artwork, and I see some flags. Not a lot here. I mean, I do like seeing the amount of text on the card, and I specifically like spotlighting that card there that has like arrows to it. Like, it's nice. I'd like to see more though. But either way, this tactical expandable card game is based on the epic world of Might and Magic. The game allows players to take the role of iconic heroes and use familiar armies to engage in strategic 1v1 battles. So this is a two-player game. The game features various mechanics such as spellcasting, resource management, stacking units, and much more taken straight from the video game. 30 minutes, wow. 2 players, 30 minutes. That sounds like fun. I'm interested. And I have never played Heroes of Might and Magic, by the way. And if I have, it didn't leave any impression on me that I even remember. As always with the video, though, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Convince people of that. You'll get their money. Let's see how they did that. 112 seconds.
I see the intricate patterns beneath the surface, the invisible threads that bind the destinies of kingdom.
Alright, so first 13 seconds. Hey, we can do this. We're working with the publishers. Don't worry, this isn't a fly-by-night thing, which we don't see nearly as much of that as there used to be. So, cool.
Mortal eyes perceive only
Get to
chaos.
it.
They witness
Please.
endless battlefields, a maelstrom of whirring spells, and the brutal collision of armies. Every battle begins with a choice, with a spark that ignites the flame of strategy.
It reminds me of Mage Wars, which is one of my favorite games of all time. Reminds me of Summoner Wars. It's a good vibe to have combined with the intellectual property. Feels like a natural connection there.
Forge your very essence, and from your power, command legions of unmatched might. Subdue the lands, and lay claim to the artifacts that hold the echoes of forgotten secrets.
Cool, so you're fighting over
For every choice you make, a thread of your destiny is woven. On the battlefield, what matters is cunning.
I'm surprised.
But only the might of the elements will help you.
I gotta say, I feel like this video is really, really well done as it comes to showing the game without the physical components, as it comes to the timing, like of the narrating. Everything seems to be really well interweaved. Kudos.
You crush the enemy's army. Group your units into formidable stacks to dominate territory. Take control of key strategic points. True power lies in dominating the map. Collect the entire set. Unlock dozens of unique rewards. Will you be a hero and join me in the fight against evil? Join us.
Oh, there it is.
Your battlefield.
Oh, God, look how big that box is. That looks like a Mage Wars style box, or no, that more looks to me like a Twilight Imperium size box, which I'm sure it's not that size. It's just, that's the one that comes to my mind. Either way, here's the thing. I always say this about intellectual property.
Awaits.
I think there's no more. I don't think there's any special surprise here. What was that? Contains theme from that. Okay, so yeah. I won't make any pennies off this, so whatever. Anywho, I always say this about intellectual property games. When I do judging this, I need to look at this from the perspective of someone who loves the game and someone who doesn't know the game. And I feel like both of those audience want to play that game, period. Whatever the intellectual property attached to it is, So I can only imagine how over the moon you are if you are a fan of all those characters and the way they showed off the asymmetric abilities of like, oh, look at all the tokens and they went off because it killed this big powerful thing and reanimating. That was really well done. Third of a point. I'm going to go 2/3 of a point grade bump up there. I think that did everything it needed to do. It helped with the can you do it, providing your credibility, working with people. It had the artwork. It was really top notch. Just a great video. 423,000 bucks, 1,600 backers. Our next stretch goal is going to be some brand new spell cards. Mass slow. Cool. I want to see those. We'll get to them. Archon Studios, more info. As always, want to make sure they got a good track record. Creator projects. They did all these? Huh? No, those are upcoming. Those are upcoming. Upcoming. Ah, okay. Wow. Whoa. They did I guess they had that. Whoa. So let's make sure people got their stuff on these. Holy Toledo. Good for them. All right, Master of Orion. I'm going to guess this one's not out because this is their most recent one. And generally with a company like this making big games, we're getting closer to shipping. Yep, that one out. Heroes of Might and Magic, the board game. Out? Question mark. 18,000 comments. Wowzers. They've set sail. So I'm going to guess from the China. The first batches of game are on their way now. So no, that one's out. Not out yet. So 2 games not out. Dungeons and Laser 4 Caves. Let's make sure this one hopefully is out. They've sent these out. People have got their stuff. If you experience issues with your Prism Cast pledge, please reach out. Thank you, Up Pack by McCabe Balls. Looks like good customer service though. 910. They posted that. Was that the pin one? That's the pin one, so let's see what the regular one is. I received all my commitments, but I realized the RGB supplements PDF missing. You'll find the download link here. That's nice, Blue Fairy. Good for you. I'll give you a thumb. Give you a geek gold if I knew it. Where can... Oh, I wonder if Game Founder... One of them should try and get Board Game Geek to connect to theirs. That would be a big blow. I don't think it'd be a big blow, but I think it'd be a really cool thing if you could perhaps interweave Board Game Geek a little bit more. Like, check out this game or this publisher or this anything. Anywho, where can I get an update on my pledge? I'm still waiting for it. So yeah, that was so good customer service. 10.8, 10.9, and this one is out good. That's what we want to see. Looks good. And then Masters of the Universe. Let's make sure this is out. And then I think we're good. I'm not too worried about it. Like, how can I change the shipping thing? Shipping, I assume that almost everyone else hasn't received their pledges yet. I literally had to hound them continually to send mine. I finally received the remainder of my pledge after emailing repeatedly, and I was almost at the point of initiating a charge back on my... So here's the thing. This is really bad, but I also see no thumbs on it. If this was something that was a recurring issue, you'd see a lot of thumbs on that potentially, because that is from a month and a half ago. And if a month and a half ago, a bunch of people haven't come in here, that tells me a lot, right? I don't have to ask here because I'll probably continue to get ignored, but where's my pledge? Hey, I just scrolled back through the comments here, and the last time I saw anyone from Archon reply was back in early June. There have been enough unanswered questions since then, suggesting they moved off from checking these comments. Ick. That's extra ick. I'm going to go a third of a point grade bump down the customer service there. Because here's the thing that's extra touching, like telling to me is that I've contacted support, and support contradicts. So they've already been talking to support. And now they're like, fine, I'm going to take it to your freaking comment section to have someone probably like, oh yeah, they've been there months, bro. What? Nah, there's been squatters in there for a couple weeks. Like, yeah, not a great look. Not a great look. It makes me want to go look one more back. But do we have time? Is it one that I care about? That one, well, I don't know. Can you do it? Well, it's the third. Yes. I'm going to guess it's probably going to get your stuff. But if you got customer service issues, so, man, you're going to have to be loud and stomp your feet. Astrologers proclaim the week of the unboxing. Let's get back to how exciting that video was. Why do I have to look at all the not fun stuff? Over 32,000 followers and big price drops. Thanks for your support. Delivery price for AU and New Zealand backers now reduced. Check out the update. This is great. I always say stuff like this. Don't bury stuff that gives you goodwill. And this is what they did. That is the first thing I see. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Cool. Thank you. Instead of, oh, yeah, it's buried in some text or it's in an update. Put it there. Let me feel good about you. Recently unlocked. Cool. I love how we're starting here. Yeah. I don't know anything. We're like, okay, catch me up. Includes the Crystal Dragon cards and new mechanics. Oh, that sounds cool. Scenario, that's like a game, right? Okay. Hollow cards, neat. Okay, stretch goals, increased population. Stretch goals, population growth plus 3 over 8 stretch goals already unlocked. Awesome. I want to be a part of this. This looks like fun. Check all the unlocked stretch goals here. Oh, that's okay. So you're just going to have an updated running segment about stretch goals. Who says stretch goals? I cannot argue. I will argue till my dying days that stretch goals can be at the top of your page, and I don't think anybody's going to be against that. Like, yeah, it's just how high should it be? As high as you want it to be when it comes to showing me stretch goals, assuming you've unlocked them. If you haven't unlocked them, that's a different ball game. How to play the game? Cool. How long?
Greetings.
720. That's fantastic for a 30-minute game. I'm in. Great. I love what they are front-loading me with good news. And I imagine it's going to... So 153, that's not terrible, right? It also looks a lot smaller than the box you showed me in the video, which is odd, but not a bad price. I feel like that's... I'm in. Good. It's because I'm assuming this is going to have hundreds and hundreds of cards. All right, sell me on it. So what is this, a live launch? What is this? Is this a gameplay? Okay, cool. Gameplay. Excellent. So we have a how to play and we have a gameplay right there. And what do I always say? Those are like two of the things that are just solid gold. And it doesn't have to be from a content creator. Right? Those two things, I don't care what your opinion on the game is about. They're both valuable pieces of knowledge. They put them up top. Third of the point grade, I think we've canceled out on the point grade bump ups and point downs. Looks good. It's an egg. ECG. Oh, expandable card game. 2 players, 30 minutes. Home, the card game, is the latest addition to Archon's repertoire of games. We'll check out their track record. Hopefully they'll spotlight that here somewhere. The Ultimate Hero Experience. That looks like a different... See, those are different boxes. This box isn't even here. I want that. How much is this one? Ick. Over 800 cards, around 175 tokens, at a total of 9 kilograms. Convert those currencies for me. You know where the majority of people are going to back this from. USA. Either way, I'm assuming that's an impressive number. Let me double check. 9 kilograms to pounds is 19 pounds. Wow. See? So that's one thing right there. Don't make me go do math to go, whoa. Okay? It's like reading a subtitle on a shocking movie and you're like, because if you've ever watched subtitles, it's always funny on a shocking reveal sometimes when it's like, yeah, never mind. Okay. Well, because people see it differently because they read different paces. I imagine it's more because I have kids. And sometimes we have to watch stuff on quiet. First time on GameFound? No. But that's cool that it's there. Little graphic. Click me there. Most people won't do it. Why back now? But they might because, once again, this is a much beloved game. And maybe they didn't want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on the board game that looked incredibly daunting. Yeah, 800 cards. Right? That's fantastic. And once again, what do I always say? If you have a big number like that, slap the customer in the face with it. And they did it. Especially after you zoomed in close enough on the cards in your video, I said, oh, that's a lot of cards that do a lot of things and a lot of variability, and I can't wait to make my deck. Flexible payments, well, boy, howdy, that's great. 5 installment options, so all of a sudden that's $30 a month. I'm in. And then I say, well, if it's $30 a month, well, maybe I go from the 150 and I get the 300 because that's $60 a month, right? Chef's kiss on the first segment of this Kickstarter, the GameFound campaign. First in line, be the first to receive your game. All backers get priority shipping, so you have your copy delivered before it even reaches retail shelves. That's a big thing to a lot of people. That is one of the most common complaints that you see in the comments section, which I am in all the time. Exclusive rewards, unlock unique content that will never be sold to stores, like the holographic stuff. Incredible goodies, receive an impressive amount of free stretch goals with every backer that joins the campaign. More content is locked. Best of all, it's entirely free. I kind of love that because, once again, one of the least exciting types of stretch goals, in my personal opinion, for most campaigns is the, oh, cool, I can buy more stuff from you? Neat, that's fun. Thanks. Own a piece of history. The founders, and they're like, nope, that's not this. This is, you get it. You get it. Flexible payments, that makes it even, I know it makes it more difficult. Like, this campaign is so great so far. Oh, but I'm not going to forget that bad customer service. If you have customer service problems, pound on the door. Go 3 different ways. Own a piece of history. The Founders Edition is exclusive for backers. Featured cards with the special, unique, campaign-only, whatever. Why it's so awesome. A new card game by the team behind the thing, the Acclaimed. Then show me some awards. Give me some quotes. Something like that. Easy, and hopefully they will. And there it is. There's the starter set. Oh, this is a smaller one. How much is this? That looked huge. Is this bigger than that? Because if this is bigger than that, then I should already have seen this box next to that one, right? And potentially, I should see how huge this, but like, there's no way that this, like, that we're talking like an ogre size box at that point. That's not that big. I need some box tomfoolery to be answered soon, hopefully, because I'm just curious why it's so unique. The game's truly live. This crowdfunding campaign marks the beginning of a bigger, wide world of expansions, a way of playing. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of stuff, and the more money we make, the more we can print. Okay, got it, cool. But yeah, that's exciting. That's honestly how most games feel like right now, right? Like, we start with 4 expansions. That's what all this is, except they're just giving you the cards. So this is the Founders Edition. Core starter set, Necropolis and Castle. A new battle for Erathia has begun. The situation is escalating quickly. You need new allies. This starter has 2 complete decks. So this is like the basic of the basic. And it's in a very appealing thing. You unroll the mats. That looks really clean and clear. I wonder if they took a look at Radlands. Because that's one of the last times that I can remember, like, really looking at a small card game and being like, wow, you guys just made so much money for what otherwise for most companies would be like a $10,000 to $20,000 campaign. It's like, oh, you're in the hundreds and hundreds of thousands. I feel like, because this is such a tight organization, the spotlighting of it, very beautiful. Top-notch card quality, hollow cards. This starter set contains bingo numbers. Love it. What's the price? That's all I want. Make me find it. Hate you. Tower expansion. So this is an expansion which will add more people. Cool. Neat. Dungeon expansion. This got more people, more cards. Yeah, I get it. And we got this. More people, more cards. Yeah, I wish we just had some prices too. Inferno expansion. And I like what they're doing here. They're not showing everything, but they're showing most of the expansion here. So there's still exciting stuff like, oh, cool, that's the one in the thing. Like, I get enough of a glimpse of this expansion that, like, I get it. Because sometimes you get that, where you get the expansions, it's just like, I know nothing about this expansion. I'm just giving you money blindly. Oh, it comes 47 arachnid cards, 6 spinners, and 2 dice. Cool. Here's $37. Let me do that 4 more times for the other ones. Stronghold, that's what it feels like, I swear, sometimes. So this is a refreshing amount of information. I just wish the price was first. But once again, I can't even complain because I could go right down here if I really wanted to. Which, once again, GameFound did that, and Kickstarter finally got around to copying them. So GameFound, big props. Maybe somebody else did it before them. They might have just took it from some other crowdfunding campaign, but I'm not giving them credit. The best part, the amount of content increases as more backers join. Yeah, it's exciting. It's what Kickstarter used to feel like a lot of the time. If you go back to, like, Dungeon Roll, way back in the day, Tasty Mitchell Games did that so well, where it's just like, the more stretch goals, just like, how packed is the box going to get? How big's the box going to get? How much stuff's going to get in the box? So the Queen and Might and Magic Big Box, which, is that the actual big box? No, it's 597 people. No, there's a bigger box. 47 for the Adept of Magic and 1 expansion. The Sovereign and Magic 11 times. Okay. This feels like add-ons. The Queen of Might and Magic. So this is all that stuff. The Emperor of Antigarch Big Box. So this is the big one. So $300 for everything. Feels Kickstarter reasonable. And that box isn't really that big. I feel like the showcasing of that box should have been way better. Like, the fact that this box, even in 3D rendering, is not somehow put next to the other boxes to, like really just throw that in front of that and be like, oh, that's how big this sucker is. I just wish there was more. Like, a lot of people will do it with the Calyx. They'll be like, here's how it fits in a Calyx. So this one's a little bit too big for a Calyx. Because I guarantee you, they're going to have to answer that question at least some point. Someone's going to be like, hey, would this fit into a Calyx? So just get in front of it. These are all minor nitpicks, by the way. I feel like $308. So I feel like 153. Fine. It's Kickstarter reasonable. Yeah, but it is just cards. The price feels high. Like, is this the one with 800? Is this the one with 400? I don't know. I got carried away because we haven't got to shipping yet either. So slow down, because there also gets the retail gun too. Like, this feels like one of those games where if you're like, yeah, I got a big stack of games, you wait 16 months until after it's there. It's like, you're probably not paying anywhere near $300 to get that all in. Just saying. Brand new spell cards, mass low, minus, as long as you don't mind missing out on the holofoils and the who's and what's and the extra little this and that's and the patty wax. Wow, this is a lot of stuff. All those stretch goals too. Look at that. Good stuff. Fun stuff. The price doesn't bug you, which I don't think it will for the video game fans as much. 153 feels reasonable. Then you get they did a great job. 800 plus cards. 800 plus cards and so many cards. Yeah, it feels fine. It feels fine. Download the beta version of the rule booklet. Excellent. Try the game on Tabletop Simulator. Fantastic. Videos, great. I get some quotes out of here. Pledges. I didn't even look at them. They looked like they were so fancily made. I was like, whatever. So this one's different languages. Different languages. Okay, cool. Different languages. Pledges. So I convert the currency once again. Show some love to the United States a little bit. Make it easier. So what is that? 50-ish bucks? Not bad. Very reasonable. And then we're back to. See, and this is why I hate when you separate the price from just showing me the stuff, because now it just feels like we're being super redundant here. There it is, rule booklet, tabletop simulator links. Yeah, fantastic. Like, it has everything you need to make an informed buying decision. Because once again, we have that gameplay video way up top. We have that how to play video way up top. It really boils down to the prices. We just needed shipping, which once again, industry standard. Put it on the bottom. Never going to move the needle on that. I say we move it up. I say we put it right below the prices. But that doesn't mean lower the prices for tier. This is going on forever. What am I even looking at? I imagine there's a lot of redundancies in here or something. Or no, are they just spotlighting all the yeah, that definitely feels like some stuff could be add-ons that are pledges. Collector's pledge. So this is different from the big box. No, this is the big box. Fit everything. And then yeah, all that stuff you saw. This is why people just do it like, hey, all this plus just showcase the new stuff. So faction sleeves, expansion starter sets. No, we get these in the other ones. I don't know. Yeah, this area kind of feels just. Whoa, a deck wallet. What is that? That's a cool component. Okay, a heart. Oh no, you're sneaking in the art book, you dirty dang dogs. And now maybe that's why. And now that $300 that I just thought I was being a craggly old man about, it's like, God, I'm buying the freaking poster pack. Now the poster pack I don't hate as much. Actually, I do, because it doesn't even showcase the game. It's just pretty. Oh, it does. Cool. Okay, I can get by the poster pack, but the art book. 11 neoprene mats. No wonder it's 300 for that one. Oh, wow. Okay. That's okay. That makes that feel a little less. I wonder what the size is on that. Either that, yeah, those are big. So why do I need? Oh, I don't need that. No, you're just making me buy a. No, there's differences. There's differences, right? Yes, there's differences. It's not just artwork. Because if you're making me buy 11 playmats and 8 of them are the exact same for a 2-player game, no thanks. One for each fact. So, but are they any different? Like, what I'm saying is, am I just forced to purchase, if I buy this, forced, quote unquote, 8 playmats for just because, oh, this is my faction? Because they don't look like there's any difference in between them. This one kind of looked like it did for a second, but I think that's just because the artwork bleeds into it. I kind of hate that pledge level now. Like, I'm buying no, I'd be cool with just one. Like, pick it for me. I don't even care. I need 2 because it's a 2-player game. And then the art book. Now, yeah, I'm much more on that 150. Ooh, ick. Timetable. Like, just lumping those in. Each are faction specific. The other big box just has 2 generic ones and everything else. I get that they're faction specific, but it looks like it's just artwork. So if it's thematic, cool, I'm in on it. That actually makes me way more excited. Like, if it's like that, like, if it's artwork, I want to gag myself with a spoon, because I'm not, like, I don't need to be that immersed in theme for your 30-minute card game. I don't need 11, like, here's how I put it. I don't need 11 playmats for a game that needs 2 playmats for a 30-minute card game. Unless that game's like Magic, in which case, sure, whatever. But if they're asymmetric, that's awesome. That's really stinking cool. So I could go either way on that one. Prices, are these? I'm assuming these are in the currency you've been telling me the whole time, and these aren't in dollars, are they? Sorry, Belarus. Cost of shipping are listed below and paid in the pledge manager. So either way, it bumps up to 24. So I'm looking at 170. So 337. Okay. And I do want to go back to those pledge levels and see which ones were the. So which one's this one is $5.97 for that one, and then the big one was $8.24. So yeah, that's pretty close. So it's like 1.5 to 1. And I think that's because people clicked on this and they're like, oh, cool. And then they got that and then they were like, oh, wait. Because I want to zoom in on these playmats. So that's the playmat. So I'm getting 2 perfectly serviceable playmats if I purchase this. But then I'm also going to get the additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is. It's 11 playmats you're purchasing, 2 of which you need, and an art book. And they just had the cojones to just say, yeah, that's our deluxe version. Good for them. Good for them. So it is just a straight up deluxeified. There's no difference in gameplay. Is that what I'm understanding? Or is there some gameplay in here? Yeah, 150 seems fine. I thought that was like 600 cards, then I had to go to the big one for 800. Yeah, 150 feels great. The 300, I don't want to buy. I don't need 11 playmats. I currently have too many playmats, and each one is for its own unique game. So having 11, wow. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of those playmats that you're going to be able to buy aftermarket. Okay, I don't think you need 11. That also explains the weight of the box a little bit too. Okay, but yeah, 150 feels fine. I'm in. Looks like a fun game. Let's check out the updates, comments, give this one a grade. Either way, I think it's pretty solid. New Dawn, thank you. We have over 32,000 followers. Update number 12. This campaign is about to start. We're doing a lot. Yeah, this campaign is just starting. Wow, I am so excited to check out that other campaign that launched that also had 31,000 pre-launch to check it out. Now, that one also has a lot more money, but that one's a miniatures game, so, you know, very different lanes here. But it looks like, because I'm not going to read too much into the first update on the first day. It's just, yeah, here's what we did. Oh, but the shipping, why is this, are they just spotlighting it? To start things off, we've managed to lower the shipping costs for our Australian and New Zealand backers. You can find the updated shipping costs here. Cool. That's neat. And then hopefully they put that graphic down there as well. That's a really great way. So that's the first thing I see. Once again, as a backer who decided to back if I go to the updates, and then as in your, because remember, that's what they led with on the project page. Kudos. They're leading with all their best stuff. Then you get to the pledge area, and it's like, yeah, go ahead and buy 11 playmats. You like me so much, buy my 11 playmats in my art book. Oh! What kind of boxes are the small starter expansion sets? I've decided between the big box and the individual boxes. In the expansions description, there's a founder's edition sign. What does it mean? How do the retail? I miss a comparing table. So they're not answering these questions yet, but they're coming in just so fast. Once again, 156, 152, 148, it just launched. So there's not too much to read into here. So I will say, they didn't spotlight their other games at all, which does concern me a good deal as someone who just likes great board games. So just for my own personal interest, I want to check out and see how highly rated these are, because I feel like there's either two things. Either they're not the most highly rated, or they really should be spotlighting. Yes, 1665, that's them. I feel like that should be mentioned. We did the original board game in 2024 and turned it into one of the top 1,000 strategy games on Board Game Geek, which features, 50,000 plus. Like, I feel like that. Yeah. Oh, so 63, 72, 81, 90, 12,000. Okay. So that's also. So it looks like they got the one big slam dunk, and then the rest. This is much more in the hit or miss territory, and now we're getting into a lot more misses, and then it makes me want to say, look at that rule book. But once again, it's only 30 minutes. Wowzers! Yeah, that's not. Well, that one's from 2026. Yeah, that's not. It's not a great place to have a game that you spent $300 on. Hopefully, it's much more in this one, but I would definitely do it. And but yeah, they still could at least. I feel like at least spotlighting this would have been great. But then again, that opens the question of, oh, but what have you done anything else? So I wonder if that was like, because here's the thing, that feels like an active decision that they had to make at some point. Do we mention the fact that we've done more other board games and we really spotlight that? And they're like, nah. And I don't think I feel like that might have been the play. Even though I feel like maybe mentioning that, yeah, we did the board game as well. I'm surprised they're not trying to sell it here. Maybe they can't. I don't know. Either way, final grade. Do I want it? Yeah, I do. That video is great. That video is great, and I have no attachment to the intellectual property at all. Can you do it? Yeah. Looks like customer service is going to be an issue if you have customer service issues, because once again, they do massive games and they sell it to a lot of people, to a lot of different countries, and, you know, so you're going to have to pound their cage. But can you do it? Yeah, I'm not worried about this not getting to you. Not to mention it's Heroes of Might and Magic, the card game. I'm sure if Archon Studio went belly up, there would be a plethora of other companies who would be more than happy to make sure this game and those expansions and those 11 playmats, those 11 playmats you're buying, get to you. So can you do it? Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Then how much is it? I feel like the $150 version with 800 plus cards, which is actually more like $170-ish version, I think it ended up being 180. It feels fine. It feels like a premium video game like version, right? Like, oh yeah, I got the helmet version with the video game. And once again, Heroes of Might and Magic, they're going to be having a huge chunk of people coming from just video game fandom, and I feel like that price is probably not going to feel too bad to them. I feel like they're going to captivate them with that video. And then I feel like how they're handling their exciting aspects, which is their stretch goal, is going to be just incredibly exciting, because they have 15 days left to go, and they are going to just absolutely slap you in the face every time you come here with their new stretch goals. And it's going to get to the point where the amount of stretch goals that they are going to unlock is just going to make it, well, yeah, I obviously, the 150 is going to look like a better and better and better value, which is then going to con people into getting the 11 playmats. God, good for them. Good for them. A minus. I think that's my final grade. Kudos. I expect this thing to be over $1 million easy with how they're handling their stretch goals. I just feel like you get here, like, oh, was there? Because not to mention, once this thing hits like $500,000, that's when IGN is going to be like, oh yeah, or all these online things that the 24-hour board game, or excuse me, video game news circuit pretty much needs to put out video. Oh, so it's like, oh, slow day, like, oh well, there's Heroes of Might and Magic, and now there's a card game that's raised $500,000. That's a pretty appealing headline. So I only imagine, and once you get them with the video, you get them with the stretch goals, you get them with appealing $150 price. Yeah. A minus, and you can easily talk me into an A. Heroes of Might and Magic's card game. Let me know in the comments below. Black Core Paper is nice. I'll have to check some gameplay videos. Black Core Paper is... Oh my gosh, is Black Core Paper in this? Thank you, Listic, for mentioning that. Is this Black Core Paper? Like, that makes the price way better, by the way. As someone who used to work as a manufacturer, like I worked for a manufacturer. Like I've been in the actual factory and seen the machines work. If Black Core Paper is in fact what you're getting for 800 plus cards, that $150 is wow, that's a pretty dang good price. They're mass producing level stock. Good for them. A. I'm going A. Thank you, Listic. It's A if the Black Core Paper, A minus if it's not. But let me know in the comments below if you have a suggestion for an upcoming project. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.